City Hunter.
City Hunter revolves around Lee Yoon-sung, played by Lee Minho, a skilled engineer and MIT graduate who works at the Blue House, planning revenge on 5 politicians who orchestrated his father's death 28 years ago. Taking on the alias of a foreign American teenager named John Lee, he infiltrates the system and seeks justice, ultimately becoming known as City Hunter. Along the way, he falls in love with Kim Na-na, played by Park Min-young, a presidential lady bodyguard. The core of the story is Lee Yoon-sung's quest to avenge his father's death, which was the result of a botched covert operation in North Korea. He lives a double life, pretending to be a normal MIT graduate and an expert while secretly preparing for his revenge. He uses his skills to work within the Blue House, giving him access to information and resources to pursue his mission. In 1983, the South Korean President Chun Doo-hwan and his delegates were visiting Burma when a bomb planted by North Korean agents exploded, killing some high-ranking officials. This historical event is called the Rangoon bombing, also known as the Rangoon Incident. To strike back, 5 South Korean officials plan a covert operation, codenamed Operation Clean Sweep, to enter North Korea and kill several top members of the North's High Command. Lee Jin-pyo, Kim Sang-jong, and Park Moo-yeol, Park Sang-min, 2 Presidential Security Service bodyguards and best friends who were present at the bombing, organize a 21-man team for the mission. However, as the team wreaks havoc in Pyongyang, the 5 officials, by a majority decision of 4-1, abort the plan to avoid an international crisis if the mission is discovered. Their major concern is that the United States will withdraw its nuclear protection if the mission is made public. In light of Seoul's official declaration, it will not retaliate. The operation is successful, but as the troops swim out from Nampo to an ROK Navy submarine assigned for their extraction, snipers aboard the submarine open fire on them. An already injured Park sacrifices his life to save Lee. Lee swims back to shore and returns to South Korea, where he finds out that the assault team's service and personal records have been erased. Promising to avenge his fallen comrades, Jin-pyo kidnaps Moo-yeol's infant son and names him Lee Yoon-sung, Lee Minho. He flees to the Golden Triangle to raise the child as his own and trains the boy intensively in combat. Following an attack on a village they live in, Jin-pyo confesses his long-term plan for revenge to a teenage Yoon-sung. 7 years later, after successfully finishing his education and attaining a doctorate in the United States at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Yoon-sung returns to South Korea to fulfill his adoptive father's plan for revenge. He entered the Blue House as an expert under the National Communication Network team. Jin-pyo warns him not to trust anyone and never fall in love, as doing so will put the people around him in danger. While working at the Blue House, Lee meets bodyguard Kim Na-na, Park Min-young. Eventually, Na-na participates in his revenge plan, as they discover that they have the same goal in mind. Problems occur as Jin-pyo's revenge plot unfolds, especially when Lee defies his surrogate father on several occasions as they try to identify and kill the officials, known as the Council of Five. Each member of the council has achieved significant wealth and political influence since 1983 and is engaged in various corruption levels. Jin-pyo and Yoon-sung's conflict stems primarily from Jin-pyo's wish to murder each official and Yoon-sung's wish to teach them a lesson and expose their corruption without killing them. As Yoon-sung exposes the officials' corruption, the citizens of Korea sense an unseen force of justice that they dub City Hunter. City Hunter is a 2011 South Korean television series based on the Japanese manga series of the same name written and illustrated by Tsukasa Hodo, starring Lee Minho, Park Min-young, Lee Jun-hyuk, Kim Sang-jong, Kim Sang-ho, Hwang Sun-hee, Gu Hara, Chun Ho-jin, and Lee Kwang-seo. It premiered on May 25, 2011.
Lee and Jin Young has a special psychometry ability. Whenever he touches someone, he can read that person's memory. Using his psychometry ability, Leon wants to take out evil people in the world. Unlike his handsome appearance, he is not smart at all. Yoon Jae-in, Shin-hye, is a girl with a scar in her mind. She tries to hide that. Leon and Yoon Jae-in happen to meet and they struggle to solve cases. A boy who is able to read the secrets of those whose skin comes into contact with him, and a girl who does everything she can to hide her pain. In the drama, the boy and girl will meet and try to fix, heal, grow, and love from the small and big occurrences that happen in their lives. After losing his parents in a fire, Leon, Park Jin-young, acquires the power of psychometry, the ability to read a person or an object's past through physical contact, and he decides to use it to combat criminals. While he does not know how to control his power yet, he meets Yoon Jae-in, Shin-hye, who tries her best to hide her painful secrets. Together with his foster guardian, prosecutor Kang Sung-mo, Kim Kwon, and the latter's colleague, investigator Eun Ji-soo, Kim Da-sam, they team up to solve an elusive case that has been haunting the lives of An, Sung-mo, and Jae-in. The case revolves around the life of prosecutor Kang and his parents who were the main cause of fire. Jae-in and Leon heal each other through their past, present, and future to find the culprit.
Vagabond.
Vagabond is a 2019 South Korean television series starring Lee Seung-gi, Bae Suzy, and Shin Sung-ra. It aired on CHANG-WOOK'S from September 20 to November 23, 2019 for 16 episodes. Each episode was released on Netflix in South Korea and internationally after their television broadcast. The story follows Ji-dol-jun, a stuntman, as he seeks justice after his nephew is killed in a plane crash who was a passenger on the crashed plane 357. He is determined to find out the truth and uncover the conspiracy behind the crash. He uncovers a conspiracy and government cover-up with the help of NIS agent Go Hae-rai. The series revolves around the investigation of the 357 plane crash, which turns into a larger conspiracy involving government corruption, terrorists, and an international scheme. Ji-dol-gun, Lee Seung-gi, works as an underrated stuntman while simultaneously taking care of his orphaned nephew, Cha-hoon Moon-woo-jin. Although they have a fairly loving relationship, Koon argues with his uncle before he leaves to go on a field trip to Morocco after Metrojet Flight 9268. Just before the plane takes off, Koon sends a video of himself encouraging Del-gun to continue following his dream to become a master in Taekwondo. At a drama set, Del-gun watches a report of a plane crash that killed over 200 civilians due to structural failure. He is completely shocked when he realizes that it is the exact same plane his nephew had taken to Morocco. With his world now turned upside down, Del-gun travels to Morocco to attend the funeral for all the victims of the plane crash in the Mediterranean and Alboran seas, grieving for the loss of his nephew. At the airport, when reaching Morocco, Del-gun recognizes a supposedly dead passenger from the video his nephew had recorded. He manages to confront the man and slowly begins to realize that the plane crash was not caused by a malfunction. However, any evidence he finds is mysteriously erased, and his life is threatened whenever he tries to prove to others that the plane crash was not an accident. As the situation grows more complex, he is forced to become partners with Go Hae-rai, Bae Suzy, a covert operative for the National Intelligence Service striving for a promotion. Determined to find out the truth behind the accident, Del-gun and Hae-rai embark on an investigation that leads them deeper into a tangled web of corruption. Vagabond is filled with action, espionage, and political intrigue as Chi Dao-jun and Go Hae-rai navigate the treacherous world of corruption and cover-ups. The show's ending has been criticized for being abrupt and unresolved, leaving many questions unanswered. Some viewers felt that many characters got off scot-free, and the romantic relationship between Chi Dao-jun and Go Hae-rai was left unexplored. You can watch this video to learn about what viewers are saying about the finale of Vagabond.
Spanning from 57 BC to 935 AD. This elite group of young men called poet warrior youth served the Silla kingdom. Queen Jisung, as regent, has been the ruler Silla since the death of her father, King Byufune, while keeping her son, Samhaejong, hidden from enemies and assassins. As the young king comes of age, citizens, officials, and Samhaejong himself have all grown impatient for her to cede power. However, the powerful nobles that tried to usurp the power continue to eye the throne, and Jisoo fears the consequences of her ceding it.
저 자리에 앉고 싶은 것이야.
In order to break the power of the nobles, who have grown accustomed to their privileges under the bone rank system, Jisoo plans to create a new elite group, the Hwarang, that will cut across the existing power factions, and to bind them to protect her son on the throne. As this new elite group of male youths bond and grow, they are unaware that within their number is their king, Samhaejong, and Kim Sun-woo, a commoner with a secret even he is not aware of. It is later revealed that Kim Sun-woo is also a true bone
부활주로서 명하노니 새 문을 열어라!
and has the right over the throne. The officials try to bribe Sun-woo by saying that they will make him the king. The ending is filled with so many twists. Several popular K-pop idols starred in the historical drama Hwarang, the poet warrior youth. Key actors include Park Hyung-sik from ZAZA5, Choi Minho from CHANG-WOOK'S, and Kim Tae-young V from BTS. On July 2025. The live-action adaptation of the popular webtoon. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Starring Lee Minho as Yoo Jung-hyuk. Ahn Hyo-seop as Kim Do-kye, and Jisoo as Lee Ji-hye. The movie follows Kim Do-kye, a fan of the novel 3 Ways to Survive in a Ruined World, as the world around him transforms into the fictional story. With his knowledge of the novel's ending, Do-kye uses this knowledge to navigate the challenges and change the world. The live-action adaptation of the popular webtoon, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, is set to be released as a movie in July 2025. The film, titled Omniscient Reader, The Prophet, CHANG-WOOK'S masterpiece. As the bodyguard and the night courier.
당신이 어디 있든 내가 당신을 찾아갈 겁니다.
Let's talk about Chang-Wook. He excels at blending intense action with emotional authenticity. He is known for several action dramas like Healer and The K2, being particularly popular choices. In The K2, he leans more into raw intensity and political intrigue, while in Healer, he balances suspense with a more humanized and romantic storyline. Both roles highlight his action-star charisma, emotional range, and strong on-screen presence. Healer is a South Korean action romance drama that follows a night courier, known as Healer, who is skilled in martial arts, played by Chang-Wook as Seo In-guk, and a young reporter named Kim Minho, played by Park Min-young. Seo In-guk is a special kind of night courier, only known by his clients as the alias of Healer. For the right price, and with the help of a genius hacker, Jo Min-ya, nicknamed Hacker Ajuma, played by Kim Mi-kyung, he gets his clients whatever they want, as long as it doesn't involve murder. His latest job leads him to the second-rate tabloid writer, Chai Yong-sin, and the successful reporter Kim Man-ho. He begins to uncover the mystery as they navigate a web of conspiracy and uncover a past, a decades-old secret, and work together to find the truth that connects them, thus putting them all in danger. The story blends action, mystery, thriller, comedy, and romance. It revolves around a group of 5 friends who ran a pro-democracy broadcasting station in the 1990s in South Korea. A decades-old incident involving them and a series of present-day murders draw the healer, a reporter, and a journalist together. Healer is such an incredibly well-balanced television series. They didn't need guns to make it intense. Everything was pretty much hand-to-hand combat. It was aired in December 2014, February 2015 on KBS 2. The K2. The K2 is a 2016 South Korean TV series starring Ji Chang-wook, Song Yoon-ah, and Yoon-ah. It premiered on TVN from September to November 2016 with 16 episodes. Kim Ji-ha, Ji Chang-wook, is a former mercenary soldier known as K2, who suddenly turns into a fugitive when he is wrongfully accused of killing his girlfriend while he is serving in Iraq. He finds his way back to Korea and gets a job as a bodyguard for Choi Yoo-jin, Song Yoon-ah, the owner of JSS Security and the wife of Jang Se-jun, Jo Seung-ha, who is running for president. Ji-ha uses his new job to plan his revenge on Park Kwan-soo, Kim Kap-soo, the leader of the current ruling party and Se-jun's rival, whom Ji-ha believed ordered the murder of his girlfriend. When Ji-ha is assigned to guard Go-eun-na, Yoon-ah, the reclusive illegitimate daughter of Se-jun, they begin to develop feelings for each other. But what happens when the person who wants to harm Na the most is Yoo-jin, Ji-ha's boss and revenge ally? Where will Ji-ha's loyalty lay? Healer and the K2 are television series that are action thrillers and romance dramas that will hook you from the beginning to the end. Ji Chang-wook did his own stunts in action drama, The K2. He underwent special training in martial arts for his role as an elite bodyguard. The K2 was the first Korean drama to use the Matrix-style bullet time effect and showcased various fighting techniques such as jiu-jitsu, aikido, and taekwondo. The actor performed all of his stunts and did not use a body double. In an interview with Sports Chosen, He said that this was the most strenuous project he had done so far. If you want a luxurious, creepy, bittersweet love story matched with the best actors and actresses and warm, touching OSTs, this drama is for you. Join my channel for more videos. It was the most viewed TVN drama of 2019 and became the 8th highest rated Korean series in cable television history during its airing. Hotel Del Luna is a South Korean television series starring Lee Jeon, also known as IU, and Yeo Jin-gu as the owner and manager, respectively, of the eponymous hotel that caters only to ghosts. Hotel Del Luna, previously known as Guest House of the Moon, is unlike any other hotel. A supernatural place, the hotel is not visible in its true form during the daytime, and humans can only come across it under special circumstances. Jang Man-wol is the proprietor of this supernatural hotel, which is located in Myeongdong, Seoul. Due to a grave sin she committed more than a millennium ago, the hotel meant for the dead has been bound to her soul. Its staff and guests are all ghosts coming to terms with unfinished business from their former lives, before they pass on to the afterlife and the cycle of reincarnation. The staff, in particular, have remained for decades or centuries, unable to move on due to unresolved grudges. The only exception is the hotel's general manager, a position always held by a human. Since the hotel must interact with the real world in certain situations, like paying bills or fulfilling ghosts' final requests, a human manager is required. As a result of manipulation by the deity Magu, the same deity responsible for Jang Man-wol's imprisonment, she meets Ji Chan-sung's father and makes a deal. In exchange for his life, his son must work for her 20 years later. That's why, 2 decades later, she hires Ji Chan-sung, a young man, as the new manager and introduces him to a mysterious world he never knew existed. Ji Chan-sung grows up to be a sincere, level-headed perfectionist with a soft heart. 21 years after his father's death, he returns to South Korea to become an assistant manager at a multinational hotel corporation, only to be confronted by Jang Man-wol and pulled into his fate as the general manager of Hotel Del Luna. Through Chan-sung, the secrets and mysteries surrounding the hotel and its owner slowly unravel. This drama feels luxurious not only because of its grand story, but also thanks to its gorgeous costumes and settings. The hotel itself is a visual masterpiece, so grand and enchanting, it will make you wish you could live there. And let's not forget our shopaholic owner, Jang Man-wol, with her unforgettable style. Each episode leaves you craving more. The chemistry between the leads is outstanding, and the backstory of every character is carefully developed, keeping you hooked until the very end. Every episode holds deep meaning, offering realizations and emotional insight if you reflect thoughtfully. The story is so unforgettable, it gave me an indescribable feeling. Produced by Gcash, written by the Hong sisters and directed by Oh Jung-hwan. Hotel Del Luna aired on TVN from July 13th to September 1st, 2019.
생각나.
인사 올립니다.
Dear Hongrang, hey Kdrama lovers, So I just watched Dear Hongrang and I'm absolutely blown away. I had to come on here and talk about it. This drama, it's not just a story, it's an experience. From the very first episode I was hooked. The cinematography, stunning. The colors, the way scenes are framed. It's like watching a painting come to life.
기대었는지는 아느냐?
가짜입니다.
And let's talk about the characters. Hongrang is such a beautifully layered character. There's this quiet intensity about him. Every look, every word feels like it carries a deeper meaning. And the chemistry?
살면서 이렇게 여유롭게 별을 본 적이 없었는데.
Oh my gosh. It's the kind that makes your heart skip a beat and then break 2 minutes later. There's this poetic, almost mythical quality to the show. It blends historical drama with this haunting sense of longing and mystery. I felt like I was watching a fantasy, a romance, and a tragedy all at once.
어디 한번 살펴볼까요?
보여줘?
And the pacing? Perfect. It's slow in a beautiful way. It makes you feel every silence, every emotion. You don't just watch this drama, you live it.
만일 저자가 진짜라면
Dear Hongrang made me feel things I wasn't prepared for. It's that rare kind of drama that stays with you, even after the screen goes dark.
대체 나 누구야?
가짜 일까? 감히 함부로 했나? 내 누이를
홍랑 도련님이 돌아오셨어요. 가짜입니다.
목구비의 구도와 선 또한 일치하고.
뭐든 말해봐. 뭘 기억하는데?
어릴 적 기억이 없습니다.
대방님과 맞춰본 합혈법에도 가했음은 물론 호흡기가 다소 약하신 것과 소양 체질까지도 홍랑도련님이 맞습니다.
유일한 기억이 누이와 동산에서 뛰놀던 것입니다.
그 또한 쉽네. 조선 천지 어느 남매가 그런 기억이 없을까? 너 따위가 무슨 야우야?
예, 아닌 듯합니다. 그러니 전 이만 물러가 보겠습니다.
저런 게 홍랑이라고? 그 실체 뭔지.
네가 알던 아우랑은 멀었을 거야. 홍랑의 지난 행적들을 알아보셨으면 합니다.
진짜 목적은 뭐고?
내 아드님께 제자리를 찾아드리란 말입니다.
읽고 싶진 않아.
내가 가야 돼. 고리를 끊지 못하면 벗어날 수 없을 것 같아서. 괜찮아. 제이야, 가야 돼. 다 괜찮아졌어. 네가 날 사람으로 만들어줬으니까. 이 밤이 유난히도 길다. 언제쯤 날이 밝으려나.
힘들면 좀 쉬어도 돼. 한숨 자고 일어나.
더 이상
네가 보이지가 않아. 이제 어디로 가지?
난 내 자리로, 넌 네 자리로.
어디?
난 네 곁에, 넌 내 곁에. 지금처럼.
다행이네.
그리고 안녕.
In two realms divided by death and justice, two judges rise.
Lasciate ogni speranza, poi chi entrate.
One delivers televised vengeance, the other infernal judgment.
제가 권력입니다. 법정에서 뵙겠습니다.
내가 왜 형사재판부 판사라는 직업을 좋아하는지 알아요? 나쁜 놈들을 아주 많이 만날 수 있거든요.
This is the devil judge versus the demon judge.
정의가 살아있다면 법이 절 지켜줄 거라 믿습니다. 몸통부터 지자.
Charismatic, ruthless, and brilliant, Kang Yo-han, portrayed by Jisung, is the enigmatic lead in The Devil Judge. In a crumbling society,
여긴 이 바람을 거스르려 하는 사람이 없어.
정의는 죽었다.
mysterious, divine, unforgiving, Kang Bitna, played by Park Shin-hye, is the chilling force at the center of the judge from hell.
어떤 악마예요? 어떨 땐 너무 못됐고 어떨 땐 누구보다 착하고 볼 때마다 헷갈려요.
결론만 맞으면 잘 된 겁니까? 누구야? 과정도 정의로워야 된다. 물론이죠. 그게 법치주의고
He transforms the courtroom into a televised arena of justice. But behind the cold eyes and flawless suit lies a man burdened by a violent past. Is he a hero or villain? Savior or executioner? Yo-han doesn't follow the law. He rewrites it, one verdict at a time.
안녕하십니까. 강요한입니다. 저는 주권자인 이 나라 대한민국 온 국민으로부터 위임받은 사법권을 행사합니다. 누가 국민 위에 있습니까? 국민 여러분이 권력입니다. 법정에서 뵙겠습니다.
나쁜 어른은 벌 받아야 돼.
멈춰! 움직이면 쏜다.
혹시 범죄와 관련...
실이 뭐가 중요해요? 나쁜 사람이 사라졌다는 게 중요하지. 그러지 말고 나한테만 솔직하게 말해봐요.
She is no mortal judge.
그래야 내가 올바른 판결을 내릴 수 있지 않겠어요?
She is judgment incarnate.
판사님의 판결은 2차 가해입니다.
항소심 따위는 필요 없어. 내 재판은 언제나 정확하니까.
Summoned from the depths to deliver justice the human world cannot.
지금부터 진짜 재판을 시작할게. 나의 세계로 온 걸 환영해. 바이안 인페르노. 지옥으로.
Clad in elegance, veiled in supernatural power, she walks between realms with the authority of the gods. For Bitna, justice isn't debated. It's delivered.
없이 네 앞에서 죽는 걸 꼭 보여주고 싶었거든.
이제 나만 보고 나만 믿어요.
He manipulates the media, controls perception. Yo-han's courtroom is a stage, and he's the mastermind pulling every string. Jisung plays him with icy elegance. His stare alone is enough to make even the guilty confess. But it's not just about power. It's about redemption, revenge, reform. And in his world, justice always has a price. She doesn't seek control, she is the control. Park Shin-hye's calm Bitna is hauntingly composed. She sees into souls, revealing sins buried deep. her judgments echo with divine authority, her calm voice carrying the weight of eternal consequence, not no jury, no mercy, no escape. When she speaks, even the dead listen.
나의 세계로 온 걸 환영해.
제가 권력입니다. 법정에서 뵙겠습니다.
라이언 인페르노. 지옥으로.
Kang Yo-han judges the living. Kang Bitna judges the damned. That in the end, justice is never human. What if every murder came with a puzzle?
여전히 꺼요? 이 퍼즐을 밟았고
A Disney Plus series.
삼촌이 저기 누워있고 왜 거기까지 해요?
Profiler Yoon Na-young joins forces with Detective Han Sain to catch a serial killer.
윤이나 씨가 죽였어요?
잘 기억이 안 나요.
Each case is more twisted than the last.
퍼즐 꺼내? 범인이에요?
And the clues? Hidden in puzzles.
저 윤경이랑 퍼즐 사건 공조하고 있습니다.
윤이나에 대해 전부 다 알아? 믿을 수 있어.
But the biggest mystery might be buried in Na-young's own past.
날 잡을 수 있을까?
9 puzzles. Can they solve it before it's too late?
나는 뱀파이어다.
멀리 도망쳐야 돼.
애매한 친구이기보다 뚜렷한 적이 되라.
네가 그랬듯이 나도 널 지켜줄게.
너와 나 세상을 바꿀 수 있어.
아주 멀리?